closed custody and regular custody, prisons in North Carolina, or whatever. So I kind of, if it's okay with you, I kind of want you to go into your original sentence and how much time were you originally facing, and ultimately the sentence that you had.
Well, originally I was charged with murder one. I was looking at life without a chance of parole. They gave me my first plea for life with a chance of parole. So that's really how that went off GP.
Right, right. So, so your the ultimate sentence that you came in with was what?
Was life without a chance of parole.
So going through that journey, ultimately starting with that. Um, is that currently? I just want to make sure I got a clear understanding. Is that currently the bid that you're doing now, or later you got it reduced to a lighter sentence?
Later on, that's what they offer me. But
Right.
during the process, sitting in the county, going back and forth to court, back and forth to court, I was able to get enough evidence on my behalf that couldn't prove me guilty for murder. So they had no other choice to charge me with a lesser sentence, which was accessory to the murder.
Right. Okay. So being that young, man. If you could, how old were you during this time? I want to make sure I got a clear understanding.
I was 22.
Okay, so still relatively young. So how was the mindset? Going to entering the system. And facing a life sentence.
I mean, I knew the risks that I ran doing the shit that I was doing, so I kind of was mentally prepared.
Right. And when you say, from your assessment, like, could you tell the people, that you've been around, whether the current spot that you're in now or other prisons, like, could you tell that some of those people weren't mentally prepared?
Yeah, I mean, some people just not built. They think they are though. When the trials are going on, they think that it's fun and games till it's not fun no more. So, everybody got a different mind state. Everybody got a different mind strength. Some people just not built to deal with that type of time or even to face the reality that they might be getting that type of time.
Right. Definitely, definitely. Thank you for for addressing that and helping me and my viewers further understand the mindset of how you were feeling, and versus those that weren't mentally prepared. So something else that I wanted to ask you about, I didn't get a chance to ask you during the first interview that we did. So how long was it upon entering the system, was your first physical altercation?
Probably like
Way the boys, like the way it happened, basically, man, he was game banging. Like, you know what I mean? He was crip. And to my understanding, the boys was yelling that day in the block. They was yelling like he couldn't be like I think that he was, if I ain't mistaken, bro was supposed to have been like 8 Trey, and they were like, yo, you got to be black to be 8 Trey crip. You get what I'm saying? And he was Indian and I think like white. You know what I'm saying? But the boys, some of the boys were like, man, he's still original. He's still black because he Indian, this and third, but it seemed like for some reason these Crips wasn't letting it fly. You know what I mean? Off the strength of his skin color, bro, they basically killed my man, bro. Like, and this happened like right in front of us, in front of all of us. And then the reason why I felt like I couldn't get involved because it was his own brothers. Right. Like he Crip every day, and like they love him to death. And then for some odd reason, this day they turned on him on someone like, yo, you can't be Crip, you can't be this set because you ain't black. You know what I mean? And it just stemmed from that, bro. And then it went from him supposed to just shoot shoot it with one cat to all three of them was in there, and they stomped them brain dead. You know what I mean? Like, man, it was horrible, bro. It was horrible, bro. I mean, so much blood. Like at first, I ain't gonna lie, man. Teardrop was holding his own with the one, and that's why I felt like the other two, Like I ain't gonna drop their. I could drop their names because motherfuckers probably wouldn't know them by them aliases in the streets. But it was one cat. I think they called him like KC, Cat Lowfoot, and then it was this other Crip cat. I can't really place his name, but these cats was like official Crip. You know what I mean? Like high rank Crip on the yard. Like when you go to when they had a little meetings, all of them together. Them the ones that's orchestrating it. Them the ones that's telling niggas to do this and do that. You get what I'm saying? So for them to get a hold of little Teardrop kind of like hurt because now it's like I done lost so much respect for you because it seemed like Teardrop was just like he was like a lower rank in the Crip Nation. Like if you want to think about it, because them boys like they ranked up, they got people under them. Teardrop was kind of like under one of them. You get what I'm saying? For them to turn on him and it going from him being a one-on-one to three people on one, it's kind of like he didn't stand a chance. And they went in the shower just like I told you, me and bro. We always like at Pope, we always played the showers. But like if you want to fight and not get caught, go to the shower. Don't fight in the open on the mezzanine on the bottom floor because the officers see right from the booth. So they took it to the shower. The one-on-one started. For some reason them other two ended up in there. It sounded like bulls was in there fighting, bro. It was so like the way they was stomping them. So boom, when the boys like, yo, police coming, yo, fall back, they run out. They run out.
Man, the kids, man, stop the violence, man. Drop those guns. Well, you know, my name Anthony Williams. I'm the CEO of QNR Records slash QNR Rough Unit Distribution. I created this platform from behind the walls off a shoestring budget. What is a shoestring budget? I believed in myself. I put 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 300 till I seen my vision. I also came across some powerful people that's in the industry. Shout out to my boy Rich Money Empire Rich. Shout out to my big brother Derek. Yeah, Super Unit CEO. Yeah, you know, basically, man, it's like it's an honor and a privilege, man, from being on this platform with you, man. You know, I done did 2 interviews in one day, so I kind of feel like a star today, big brother.
Oh yeah, sure. You is a star, man. Hey, look, I definitely appreciate you, man, for being able to do this. You know what I mean, your current situation, man. But like I said, man, like you just another example of success, another story of, you know what I mean, somebody that's, you know, not letting their circumstance determine their future or determine their, you know what I mean, their current state of mind or whatever. So like you said, man, you laid out everything that you got going on, man. So I kind of want to know, man, like how do you get started on this journey, man? Like with everything you got going on, because I know it, you know what I mean, it's not easy in your situation, man.
Yeah, you know, man, I basically started, man, back in 2011, man. I caught a charge on protecting my family member. Some guys try to rob him or whatnot, and situation at hand had caused the death of a innocent bystander as well. Myself being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Got two cousins in the situation. One lost his life, you know, just like I said a long time ago. If I can give him half of my life back, man, I'll do it. So through it all, you know, my thing was to do just like his mother told me, you know, when you get up that road, teach, teach, teach. When I came in the system, man, I couldn't read and write that good, but I can read to understand. I couldn't read big words. So I told myself, you know, that I wanted to be better than, I ain't want to come back out into society and be like I was before I left. So I started connecting with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of celebrity people. Shout out to my big brother Ashay Khan from Detroit. He taught me this internet. He taught me how to become a young entrepreneur from behind the walls. He didn't give me everything, but he gave me nuggets. He gave me $1 million worth of game, but in nugget forms. And you know, along the journey of me meeting him, I was able to reach out to other guys. Shout out to my boy Trap Back, Badass Syndicate. You know, he was one of the guys that led me to Super Unit as well. Speaking about Super Unit, man, it's a big major platform, man. Number one distribution in the world, number one black booker in the world. He made history. Shout out to Derek Johnson. I really appreciate you from helping me and guiding me through my trials and errors of being incarcerated. But like I said again, man, kids, stop the violence, man. Mama can't save you in here. Daddy can't save you in here. So the best thing for you to do is take these jewels and take heed to each and every last one of us brothers that may come on this platform in the nearest future. And you know, hey, I just want to give all praise to God, man, for being able to start what I started from behind the wall. I started from a shoe screen budget. You know, that was putting little pennies in, the pennies in, the pennies in. I'm connecting with different people. I was plugged able to give me a distribution deal as well to be able to help other people's. I just don't help artists. I help businesses as well. You know, I help them upscale their businesses, build their brands. If they don't have an EIN number, you know, I put them through the proper channels of people to put them in that way to understand the business, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That's what it's all about, man. Like you said, man. The main thing, man, kids stop the violence, man. Yeah, man, you touched on a lot, man. You touched on a lot, man. I'm definitely you know what I mean, a fan of your work, man. Because like I said, man, it's not easy being able to do all the things that you're doing. But I definitely hear a lot of people say, man, like, you know, certain people, man, certain men, certain black men like us, man, like once we, you know, get a chance to sit down, you'd be surprised the things that we can do, man. So big ups to you, man. If it's okay with you, man, like I really don't want to go not into too many details, you know what I mean, where you know any names or stuff like that is involved, but could you kind of, you know what I mean, walk my viewers through you know what I mean, your not your whole case, but you know what I mean, your
That's the main thing that you're gonna do, man. No matter how hard it is, you got to find something to keep you occupied. Because they're not gonna give you programs and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people do get out of prison and they be mentally messed up and they return to what they know is not their fault. Because you gotta look at it, they coming from a bad place to a worse place for years, right. 30, 40, 20 years. So if they not taking initiative to better themselves, or some people ain't got the willpower to get up like I do and read and work out and meditate. Some people ain't got that willpower. So it's just, that's why I started doing what I was doing, trying to get myself right. That way I can help those that don't have that willpower and encourage them and enlighten them on the ways to go. You understand? So like, you know, what I can say about it. And then like the living conditions is wild, man. Like back when that the riding stuff was going on, you know, you had Jay-Z and Yo Gotti, they intervened and filed some.
it's a young brother, man. You know what I mean, that's managed to still do his thing. You know what I mean, despite circumstances that surround him, whatever. So you know what I mean, due to security reasons, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna hold this young man too long, and we're gonna get this project rolling, man. What's good with you, bro?
Right. What's up with it, bro? Well, the world call me Lil Trey, you feel me? But to the world,
Oh,
social media world, I go by I stream from prison, man.
for sure, homie, for sure. Yeah, that's I ain't gonna lie, homie. That's what I had you saved as I stream or whatever. So like
Right, right.
I'm gonna just go with that, man. I'm gonna just go with that. So like I said, bro, I definitely appreciate, you know what I mean, you taking the time out and being able to do this for me or whatever. Because like I don't take none of this, I don't take none of this light, man. I take all these projects serious to be able to do with, you know, people in your situation or whatever. So like if you could, man, like tell the people a little bit about yourself, man, and go from there.
Well, I can say that first I'm gonna say God is good, you feel me?
Right.
And second I'm gonna say the progress it's been it's been worth the while, right? You know, I'm 29 years old, you know what I'm saying? I done been through a lot, so I know a lot, but I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? I done
Right.
seen a lot, but I ain't seen everything. So I'm really like a learner and a teacher, you feel me?
Mm, definitely, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So like, so the way I caught wind of you, man. I caught wind of you on social media, man. Like, if you could, man, like, could you tell the people like the type of things that you got, you know what I mean, going on with your social media and like where they can find you at, whatever.
Right. You can find me on our platforms that I stream from prison, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? But what I got going is right, building my platform like just it's a little bit sort of like yours, but you know, not as far as like, you know, because the situation at hand, but to promote positivity to show the survival side of prison instead of just showing the violent side. You feel me? I want to show the world how you survive mentally and not just physically. You understand?
I heard that. Hey, look, bro, that's some real game right there, man. Cause like it's almost like, you know what I mean, that like you kind of reading me or whatever. Because like when I do these projects or whatever, like I ain't never you know what I mean, I ain't never been down or whatever, but like I got so many you know what I mean, family members and homeboys that's currently incarcerated or done did biz or whatever. So like what you said, man, like things that you know what I mean, they kind of draw me to this genre to, you know what I mean, interview people like yourself, man, is that survival instinct, man. And, you know what I mean, like the violence part that comes with it, but like I like, you know what I mean, like I think it's like just super creative, man, and just goes to show like the young minds, the young gifted minds or whatever that can make like nothing out of something, like whether it's clothes,
Right.
whether it's like the way you do for to make the food, like it's just like using bare minimum to make something. Just like you said, surviving, bro. Surviving.
Right. You ain't saying nothing wrong, bro.
For sure, man. So listen, bro, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna ask you something. If you don't want to share it, I definitely respect that, man. I definitely can respect that.
Like
But
it ain't no. Let's stop it there. It ain't no limits to the truth, man. If it involves telling the truth to the youth, let's get it, man. It ain't nothing that I can't speak on. If it's promoting positivity, promoting change, and spreading the gospel amongst the youth to change the mindset from a negative to a positive, and then let my experience be somebody's example, so they won't have to go through it. I'm all for it, bro.
I heard that, bro. I heard that. So listen, man. So like, what I kind of want to know, man, like, is you know what I mean, what's your current, what's the current sentence of the bid that you own, man, and like, what type of offense it was. You know what I mean, like,
Okay.
that like button on these videos, dropping them comments, sharing them. I definitely appreciate that, man, and happy holidays to everybody. Also, so check me out. So lately, what I've been doing, man, I've been like, you know what I mean, remastering some old videos that I don't think got enough. I ain't gonna say enough love because the love is there and I appreciate it, but I don't think, you know, I was on point like I am now. Then, so what I've been doing lately is, you know what I mean, remixing some. So check this out, man. I think this definitely one of my best videos to date. One of my favorite interviews. I really enjoy this project, so why not put it out again, man? So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. It's definitely a good video. You know what I mean? A good story, a good everything, man. You know what I mean? So like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, man. Voice of the North, more to live for. We out.
What's up, everybody? It's Big South here. Y'all already know what's going on. We rocking with More to Live For, the only voice of the North. We still heating up, baby. I'm out of here. South.
Greenville.
Ill will.
Yeah, it will for sure. You know, it's definitely ill out there
Oh
too.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm from out there. You know, I grew up like the regular kid, you know, not having too much. So,
Right.
you know, we chose to do other things trying to earn fast, and eventually it caught up with me fast too.
I heard that. I
Yeah,
heard that.
landed me in a place, you know, I ain't want to be, but if I had to be there, then let's go.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Shoot, that just rolled right into the next question. So we know that, you know, this episode is about North Carolina prison, so we're gonna just jump right into it.
Let's go.
If you can, without, you know, disrespecting anybody or, you know, stirring up some old feathers or anything like that, can you describe the crime that you did that sent you to prison?
Well, yeah, when I was 17, I was charged with murder. You know what I'm saying? You know, not like you said, not to stir up old fellas and none of that. You know, really about, you know, a street life. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
catches up with people, whether guilty or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Right.
you did it or whether you didn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was charged with murder when I was 17, and I was placed in the county jail in Burt T. Martin Regional, over there in Burt T. County, and yeah, that's kind of how that went.
Okay. Hey, 17, charged with murder.
17, man. You know what I'm saying? That was when I was 17. I went to prison for when I was 19. I hit the yard when I was 19, but they gave me a plea bargain. It started out with murder. You know what I'm saying? Then they was offering me a life sentence. Of course, I ain't take that. You know what I'm saying? I turned it down. Right. Then they offered me I think it was something like 25 to 35 years, something like that. I turned that down too. Then they came back with another plea saying they was willing to drop it to manslaughter because they ain't had no evidence. I mean, they had people willing to testify on them, but they ain't had no hard physical evidence. So when they dropped it to manslaughter, they offered me 51 to 71 months. I asked them where the pen was at. Let's go.
Jump right on it.
Yeah, let's go.
I heard that.
Right.
Before we keep the ball rolling real fast, like, can you like describe like the mindset? You know, you sitting there, you know, you getting these first pleas or these high numbers that's like your whole life or close to life. Like, how was that? Like, how would you describe that? Like, I know they got to be like.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Like, it was scary. I was so young. You know what I'm saying? I got people in this area. I got people in that area. It was my first time being in a situation so serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really scary knowing what I was up against.
Yeah.
And knowing the way that the other side played. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then I know that I had people willing to testify on me as well. So it's like, now what's my next move? What's my next move? But I already know it's no need for me to take no plea bargain for no life sentence because I can go to trial and get the same thing. So I'm not going to sign that.
I heard that.
And then if I'm going to do 25, 35 years, I might as well take the life sentence. So I'm not going to sign that either.
I heard
so
that.
When they was doing that, I was already in my mind like, man, I'm going to trial.
Right.
They don't got no hard evidence, just he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? But
so, not to cut you off, but so being charged with murder, didn't have a bail, I'm assuming.
No, I ended up getting a bail. I actually ended up making bond on it when I was 18. So I sat down there for like a year. Then they gave me a $3 million cash bond. Then they gave me I want to say a $150,000 bond or a $50,000 bond or something like that. And luckily, my people and church folk, my mother's church, you know what I'm saying? They got the money up and they bonded me out. The church helped bond me out.
I heard that. Hey,
they ain't had nothing. And then the thing about it was I had this lawyer, and then my people hired a private investigator. They go around and talk to other people. You know what I'm saying?
See, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people get the lawyer, but don't get the PI.
Yeah, so you got to get the PI. When you get the PI, that's valuable information too. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get that PI.
Yeah, now y'all playing an even game.
Yeah,
y'all playing an even game.
Right.
Oh yeah. So let's back it up a little bit. Before we get to prison, Bertie County Jail. How was that experience? Haven't really heard too much about it. Being in Greenville, I hear about the hellhole around the corner. PCDC a lot, but I never really heard too much about Bertie. So, how was that experience in Bertie County Jail?
That was a crazy one too, because it's two counties mixed in one jail. It's Bertie County and it's Martin County. And back in this time, you know, this was what, 20 years ago. Bertie County and Martin County didn't get along.
I remember hearing stuff
like that. Yeah, we didn't get along. So if you get up, you had to be built for it.
Right.
Like if you were not willing, then you were being taken advantage of. Either way, any way you look at it, from any side. And if you was letting people take advantage of you, even the people that you knew weren't even gonna stand up for you because you ain't standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
So you had to be stand up either way to survive. Even though it wasn't like murders going down in there, but you'll get whooped. Niggas will whoop you. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat that canteen that your family sending you this money. Niggas taking it from you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. Because if you let it go the first time,
they own you.
That's your whole bid doing that. Yeah,
they own you.
Definitely heard that before. Oh yeah. So moving forward, you know, you said you eventually took the plea. How many months you said it was?
51 to 71 months.
51 to 71. So
I ended up doing 63. Like a year of it was in the county. I think like 10 of it was in the county. 10, 11 months of it was in the county. The rest was in prison.
Okay. So that's in years, that's like what, 5 to 7?
That's like
Or 5 to 8.5 or something like
60.
that?
I did 62 months. I think that's 5 years and 2 months. But yeah, so it was like, I think it was like 4 years and 9 months to 6 years or something.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I know that, probably was a lot easier, mentally knowing that, okay, I'm going, don't really want to go, but, it's a lot easier knowing I got to just do this amount of time instead of all these big numbers that they would get.
To be real, bro, I can't even say it was easier because still I was so young mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it still felt like a lot of time. At the time it did.
Yeah.
It felt like it was still a lot of time. And when you was thinking like I was thinking, I'm thinking like, man, they ain't had no evidence. So I mean, it's too much time.
Right. Yeah.
Like I should have went. Now I'm thinking like, man, if they offered me that, I should have just went to trial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I did the right thing.
Right. Right. Okay. So now that you got your time, can you describe like the processing, how that system was? Like I understand that, North Carolina has certain prisons that go to for, some people call it processing, some people call it reception, but like I understand you'll go to a prison just like to get classified, and then you'll go like to another prison where you do your time.
Yeah, I think well at an age, it was only it was 3 youth spreads at the time. So if you weren't 18 yet, you automatically went to high rise.
Right.
But if you were 18 or over, you went to Pope for processing. And a lot of times that's where you stayed at. But Morganton, that is high rise. But yeah, I went to Pope, make a long story short. I processed at Pope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Pope was definitely Pope. That's what it was.
I've been hearing about Pope since high school.
Yeah.
Even middle school, to be honest.
Right.
So I've definitely heard that's like, to be like a youth spread, that's like one of the toughest prisons in the state.
It was definitely tough.
And this state got 57 prisons. So for
going on out there so much, you get what I'm saying? But as far as like the ones that I said I would keep up with, but man, when you in prison, you meet like hundreds of dudes that y'all exchange addresses. I got a whole notebook though, but don't get me wrong, I keep until this day. And when a dude is mentioned that we knew from prison, like my homeboys that's out here now with me, we still out here in these streets, even though we did a bid. You get what I'm saying? Even though we still have our little, everybody go through stuff, but at the same time, we still free. We still able to link up, holler at each other, pull up to each other's spot, build, still talk about, bro, when last time you heard from Righteous, or when last time you heard from such and such, because we gods. So we talk about other God bodies that we was around in there. I didn't really deal in blood and crip, but I had a lot of niggas from my city that was that. So of course these still my niggas. And being God body, you know and understand that whoever you for, that's who you with, because you feel like that's a part of you. Because it's different when it's a stranger from your city and a person you know from your city. You get what I'm saying? So it's like being God, it kind of was putting me in situations where I still was riding with my blood home front from Greenville, my crip home fronts from Greenville. You get what I'm saying? Because these my niggas, outside of them being what they are and me being what I am at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But definitely, I definitely keep up with my niggas that I came home and we all out here. Like I done built with brothers that then came home and still doing the same thing they was doing when they put them in there for all them years and doing it better. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn from your mistakes. Some people learn, some don't. So it's on you. If you come home and see a brother that you think about and then you hit him up and he actually out here and he like, yo, hold on, bro, I gotta call this nigga. Let me make this. Hold on, bro, I gotta do this. Let me call y'all boys right back. Y'all niggas better call. You know what I mean? That let you know this nigga doing good. He ain't really out here bullshitting, hurting like, yo, can I get this or can I get that? Because you realize when you come home, you ain't think about none of that. Nobody who didn't hit you up when you was in there, bro. That's you not. because it's gonna be going so fast when you come out here, bro. It's kind of like when you watch your treadmill take off and then you stand on the ground, then you jump on it. That's how it is when you come home from prison, bro. It ain't like you gonna get up there and make your pace. It's rolling out here. It's rolling, and you only got a short lifespan. So when you get out, you ain't focused on that no more, man. You focus on the future. Right. So you pushing when you come out here. Of course, you want to interact. Of course, they still gonna cross your mind, but at the same time, you still got a lot of obligations that you make when you come out here. And that's as far as like when you done dealt with a female all these years while you was in prison, right? And you this and the third. When you come home, of course you're gonna be attracted to her and y'all gonna be together. But who knows if that's gonna last because everybody different. But at the same time, you gonna be ready to see a female. You gonna be ready to see a female when you come home. But yeah, bro.
Great answer. The next question from the humble shy, you want to know, have you ever been to the hole? We spoke on it last time. I don't know if that was your first time or the only time, but if you could speak on times that you went to the hole. The longest I've been in the hole was like when they had like a suite at Pope. I think this was like 06, 07, and they picked everybody up that was a part of any type of like I ain't gonna say organization, but any nation, bro. Like if you was a part of anything, like this was when I was in school, and it wasn't even for my GED. This was when I was in school for my college courses. Because that Pope got every educational thing you need while you're there, and then you still young. So you like, when I get to those, I already done this shit that they got there, because you've been there. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, like I just had my shit like kind of like on a path like to do right when I got there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what was the question, bro? Like I told you, I've been drinking. You know, good, man. What was the question? Have you ever been to the hole? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like speaking of as far as like being to the hole, like yeah, like the first time I went was like when they had a little suite at Pope, right? And like they was picking up everybody that had any type of gang affiliation, right? Like whether you were Blood or Crip, and a war popped off on the yard, and like it was a whole lot of like different stuff going on at the time when the riot. It was kind of like a riot, bro. So then, like everybody, like everybody, said, if you had any type of, when they come in your room and they search and they realize you a part of this, oh, you God body. Hey, Pat, put your hands behind your back. You know what I mean? Right. They locked us up too, even though we wasn't in the hole as long as some, because we wasn't a part of what happened. But at the same time, they had to lock all STGs, and being God body, it's certain things they feel like we believe in that is gang affiliated or is gang related, because we got dialect. Like we got a certain way we talk. Like we could talk in just our supreme alphabet, and people won't know what we talking about. Stuff like that. Them people don't want to. They ain't trying to hear nothing like that. That sounds like you trying to be sneaky around them or something. You know what I mean? So that's STG. That's a security threat group. So at the same time, we got to focus on like trying to keep our shit, but at the same time not have our shit where they can find it. And they found shit from everybody, because you gonna have knowledge of what you a part of. You know what I'm saying? So that STG'd us, and I went to the hole just off of the strength that everybody that was STG had to go to the hole, and they just took off. They took up damn near the school building too, because they realized that some of the people that they were putting in the hole really weren't supposed to go to the hole, because you wasn't a part of the war or what was going on with them boys on the yard. But at the same time, all security threat groups. It's Mexicans that don't bother.
Ain't nothing. I ain't had no kids. I'm young. This shit ain't gonna stop me. You heard?
Right.
It was just a bunch of, gang banging shit. You know how it go.
Right.
Want no guidance. We was everybody. Your big homie might be 3 years older than you or a year older than you. So back then it wasn't that real guidance. It was just, hey man, it's your team. We riding. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You ain't gonna let nigga hurt the niggas beside you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna let a nigga hurt you. So it's us. We gang banging out here. You just gonna do this.
And man, hey, and for somebody that can, that was there, like people don't realize shit was real there, man.
Shit was really real there. That's when shit was 2000s. Real. That's when shit was real. And then where we from, niggas like, oh, them niggas don't get. Yeah, we did this shit hard as a motherfucker out here. Like this us. This what we do. You feel me?
Right. Exactly.
Like
bro.
We ain't never back down to nobody, bro. So to this day, bro.
Yeah, man.
We ain't be no fuck niggas out there.
Right, exactly, man. Exactly, man. And the homie asked about you the last time I talked to him, man. Rashad.
Mm-hmm.
He
Real
asked
nigga.
about you, man.
I
Yeah,
smoked
man.
my first blunt with that nigga. It was
Right?
some dro. I never forget. I smoked my first blunt with that nigga. It was a fucking dro, bro. Hit this shit right here. That shit was a gas. Gas. Can't forget it.
Right, round the way. Yeah.
R.I.P. to Papa. Right
Oh yeah.
behind Papa house. I was sitting right there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
R.I.P. to my mans.
Oh
Big ups
yeah,
to him
man.
forever.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, man. But definitely, man, you definitely brought back some good memories, man.
Days
Them
was there,
days around
man.
there, man. Them early 2000s, man, was definitely a monster, man. And you know,
That was the end of it too.
yeah, yeah.
That
Some
was
of
the end of
us,
it.
went through it different ways, man, and other people did. But like, regardless, man, like people our age, and if they were around that way, yeah, they got a story to tell.
They got a story
They
to
got a
tell, bro.
story to tell,
They
straight
got a
like
story
that,
to tell, bro.
straight
I
like
remember
that.
being in the county and we had the highest crime rate in Greenville in 2007. The motherfuckers looked that shit up.
All
It
right.
was just so much bullshit, B&Es, all kind of
Yeah.
wild shit,
Yep.
and that shit was just happening
Right.
back to back to back to back. And
Right.
motherfuckers didn't even know we was just sitting there chilling. We was all out there.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
was all a bunch of guys, so you know how it was.
Yeah.
It was a big ass team out there.
Yeah.
Everybody do their thing, but everybody was one too. That's one
Right.
thing a nigga gotta know. Like, and we still that same way today.
Right.
Years later,
Exactly,
with
man.
everybody from other hoods done went and settled everywhere. Everybody will pull up in the hood right now. All of us will be out there right now.
All right. And
You
it
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
nothing for one of us to reach out to the other. You know
To
what I
another
mean?
one, you know
No
what I'm
matter how
saying?
much time passed.
That's it. That's all.
So
That's how
yeah,
it goes. That's one
definitely,
thing
man.
about that.
Definitely, man. You right about that. Definitely, man. Brought back some good memories, man. But I know you got to work in the morning, man. So we'll go ahead and dive right into it, man. From your memory, man, do you remember like the first prison that you stepped into? Like, what was the process? From my
Western
understanding.
Youth Correction, high rise.
Okay.
I won't forget it. Welcome to the rise. As soon as you turn in, you about to go in the gate. They say, "Welcome to the rise." High rise, Western Youth Institution. Man, that
And
was
it's
a
like
fighting
what,
capital.
7, 8 stories or
Fuck
something
no,
like
that
that?
shit was probably like 16 stories.
Mm.
That bitch, the 16th floor. When you go to the hole, you go to the top of the building. Damn, that shit seemed like 1,000 years ago now. But yeah, Western Youth Institution. You had to be about that shit, bro.
Right.
Because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and Lil Ty got into a squabble. We didn't get into no squabble. We had words out here on the street. You know what I'm saying? You know Ty was from out there.
Yeah.
But when we got the high rise, all that shit went under the rug.
I
You know what I'm
heard
saying?
that.
We both from the city, bro. We both from the same place. He Crip on blood, but nigga,
That
that
shit
shit
got
under the rug. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect that nigga to this day. You know what I'm saying?
I heard
Because he showed that love, like fuck all that bullshit we had going on, bro. We here now. We
right.
500 miles away from where we from.
Right. I
You
forgot
feel
all
me?
about y'all were going at the same
Yeah,
time.
Ty left too. Lil Ty left too. Yeah, word. That nigga was a real crip. I watched him knock many a niggas out, being the shortest nigga out there, but that nigga was out there. You feel me? And that's the same energy we gave everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
We gave everybody that energy.
For sure. Happy birthday, brother. And I thank you for giving me that platform. Like, that was one of the most iconic moments I had in prison, was to speak my piece through your platform, brother. So I hope that you have many more. You feel me? And from the underworld, we need people like you, man. For real. Happy G-Day, homeboy.